Boom! Let's see. I was chatting on the other video and then hopped over to this. And so now I'm like, wait a minute. Now I'm on StreamYard and everything's backwards and my brain is just inside out. So, hey everybody. I'm never going to have an elegant introduction to a live. The best anyone has ever come up with is, and we're live, which I cannot bear saying at this point. So you'll have to bear with my other alternative fumbling. Welcome to the Friday Live. I just finished the premiere, as I was saying, and that was a May wrap-up part 1. So I have 9 books that I went over, and it was a mixed bag, satisfaction-wise, but that's a good record for the first half, and it's good. I've tried to limit the number of books. I finally decided on the pile of books that I'm taking with me for like 8 weeks. I decided to like leave it on the lower side, which is like 6 per month, so that I can get more editing done. Because as I said at the end of that video, yeah, editing is at a standstill. So, yes. So here we go. The live today is going to be for the drawing for any of the treasure troves that I put up on Instagram and people commented on in the May 4th or May 5th, whatever that entry thing was. I had it open to check until the very last minute if there were comments. There's 41 comments, but I think most people were just commenting and not entering because they didn't mention the Instagram thing or look at any of that. So I don't want to be in a situation where like I'm having to go to 10 people to say, oh, did you want this? Did you want this? Did you want this? So I'm just going to put in the people who said these look good, right? So it makes sense that they are like intending to enter the giveaway. So that's the main event of today. If there are other life updates, I decided on the books I'm bringing. I decided on the plants I'm bringing so that they don't die. I did mail forwarding. It's exciting. I've never done that before. And I got to walk in last night. I got to walk in this morning to the post office to do that errand. And, you know, I'll do some extra dancing today to like be extra physical so that when I'm in the driver's seat for over 9 hours tomorrow, my body says, oh, it's a day of rest. This makes sense, rather than, oh my God, why hasn't she moved in an age? We're feeling bad. Because apparently that's what happens, as I've learned with a few long road trips. So that's fun. Well, I was gonna ask about Patreon, but wrong audience. I'm just baffled by the way that people interact with Patreon. Oh, and they have stuff that's supposed to help you learn, but I really don't think that does. That does very much. So we'll keep stumbling along over there. And see how that works. I'm fine, satisfied with the book mail offering and the book club, book chat offering. And we'll just keep going with that. Let's see. I'm going to put the stuff in the chat here so that I invite people to interact. But then was here early. California is the new Bath. I like that. I like that. Am I retrenching? I suppose I am retrenching. I don't know if this is for my health to go to the healing waters or if this is to retrench and live life in the style of the Elliots at a rate that will not beggar me. But both are perhaps true. Except it's not the water, it's the sun. I'm leaving. I just got a prescription for vitamin D because my vitamin D was low, which is low for everyone in the Pacific Northwest. And I'm leaving it here because I'm going to California. So I'm not going to need it. I'll take it when I get back here. I just thought that was funny. Yes. So if you have any questions from the premiere about the books I've been reading in May, I keep doing tags where I put up next read or current read, and then I don't end up finishing them. So if anyone is like very excited for a book and I have had to put it aside to shuffle priorities. I apologize. Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to get to the Woman Warrior. I'm going to prioritize Pachinko for the rest of the month and Luminaries. And Luminaries because I'm reading it with Brittany and she's already finished, so I'm behind. And Pachinko because it's a Korean-based read, and I've read one about Chinese immigrants in America and Indian immigrants in America, and this is Korean people in Korea and I think in Japan. So it's a bit different, and I'm looking for like a different view rather than more of the same. So for this month anyway. And Under the Influence of Low Reading Things and who is the second person that I just read? Hey, it's Shay. They both put out great videos in the past couple days about Asian readathon, stuff happening in Asia, total disconnect on BookTube. So in terms of awareness, I just put something in my description that says there's 2 resources. One is to find out about the Hong Kong protests and where the status of that is in China right now. And the other is to donate to efforts to help with the COVID relief in India, which I nabbed from I'm Ripped to Buy the Books channel because she had a Google Doc. So I took the opportunity to donate that and then pass on the link here just to bring awareness to people and make opportunities more convenient to help out around the world. Because as Lo and Shay both said, reading is education, but that's just the first step. So talk to people about it, educate others about it, and if you can, donate or pass on the word to amplify those voices. So, books, Asian Readathon, explain treasure troves. I have my list on the screen to make sure I don't go too far off track. Treasure troves is something that I'm doing to spread out book joy in the world. I have all these books that I'm ready to gift back to the world, to the book ecosystem, because as someone said recently in a tag video, I don't remember who, what do you do during the pandemic when the used bookstores that you usually recycle with no longer accept used books because of infection reasons and COVID? And so I stored mine up for the longest time and waited and waited and waited and waited. And I donated some, and I don't live by Little Free Libraries, so that would be like an extra trip in the car because you don't take 20 books with you while you're walking. So, I figure book mail it's a good mission. So I've got postcards from Patreon, and this is Patreon plus BookTube because it's like a free entering thing. So just the people who appreciate what I'm putting out there, they can, choose something that they like. As I say, it's like opening the treasure chest at the dentist and getting like a little plastic toy that says, you behaved well under duress at the dentist. So here you go. Here's a pat on the back. So anyway, that's my treasure troves initiative. And based on whoever wins today, I'll bring that with me and mail it out to them when I get their address. So, and I'll just put the choices up there just so you can take a look to see if you're even interested, because I'll do this once a month. This is the May one, and then basically I'll post a video the first week of June that is the one that you comment on if you like something in the Instagram stories, and then a couple weeks later I'll do the drawing during a live that takes in all those entries into account and picks a random number. Pretty simple. You'd think. It's a little hard to coordinate. It's okay. So without further ado, let's get to my little randomized number. Calculator.net. So 2. 2. 2 is Beth Ann. Oh shoot, I just sent her something. That is hilarious. Oh man. Well, okay. Beth Ann commented that she likes the cold burr prompt. I just put hashtags on each of them because to differentiate. So she's laughing along with me. So that is a scarf that is from, oh shoot, I just blanked on the name of the brand. Reading Arts, not literary arts. Oh, it's like a big brand, and they were too big to like come to my festival. Sorry. Anyway, they take quotes from books and they put them onto soft like jersey material and scarves and gloves, like fingerless gloves. It's very niche, very cool though. And this is one with Jane Eyre on it. So the scarf is in there, and the book Arctic Fury by Greer. Oh, let's see. I don't know. It's in the pictures. Let's see. Arctic Fury by Greer McAllister. There we go. I knew I had all these windows open for a reason. Yay, Van. Congratulations. She says she had to do burr because she lives in Minnesota. And, New York is the same. So you'll have to tell us the difference. Like the humidity, I guess, would be different in upstate New York. But yeah, very exciting. So that's the cool giveaway part all over. Lucky number 2 for May. So that's awesome. And that's good because I was looking forward to this. This is like my just-in-time system because I do the drawing so I don't have to take all 10 things from this month and then, well, actually now I'll have to figure out what to do for June and July. Maybe I'll narrow it back down to 1 or 2 so I don't have to carry all that stuff down there. Anyway, logistics of travel. What are you going to do? Let's see. The live today is going to be a little shorter because, as I said, I'm packing to leave for a bit and I already had the premiere. So my little hour of power is going to be shortened here a little bit. I do want to tell people that I have a really cool thing coming up on Sunday. So I have been lagging a little bit. One of my AuthorTube resolutions for the year is doing at least 2 AuthorTube books per month. And, trying to work out the percentage per month of AuthorTube and BookTube. And I've kind of like fallen back to like 1 barely. So I really want to like lift up that sort of lagging resolution. And this month it's an author panel, and the theme, I'm so silly with themes. The theme is artifacts. So I have roped in JD Estrada, EDK, and Pay Vio, all booktubers or bookstagrammers, and we're going to talk about artifacts of the different phases of being an author. So the 4 that I marked out, and they may bleed into each other and people may invent their own. We'll see when we get to Sunday. Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, 2 p.m. Western. Pacific. 2 p.m. Pacific. So 11 a.m. Eastern. Sunday brunch conversation for those of you on the East Coast time zone. Writing, publication, marketing, and fans. So I was like digging through the box or the Rubbermaid container I have full of don't need it anymore, just preserving for what's the word for generations from now? Not prosperity. It's something close. My mind is on the fritz, but this is okay. This is what happens to brain cells. As I said, moving house kills brain cells. Yes. So I was digging through that to find fan mail. And of course, fan mail stuff, I only have a few, but they're in with letters. And I forgot where I stored letters because they're out of the way in a good hiding place. So I can't think about it today. So I'm going to bring something else. I've got something from marketing. I've got several things from marketing, something from publishing, something from writing. So I'm so excited. This is going to be fun to share like the little moments that maybe people don't know about behind the scenes. So I've popped that into the chat. I'll just pop it up there. Author Artifacts panel with JD, Pay, and Edie. And JD and Edie I knew before December, so they were actually in Yola Book Afloat PDX, the book festival that I had with indie authors in December. And so, yeah, that's exciting. And Pay, this is his first time doing a live thing, so that's exciting as well. And yeah, if you got questions, bring them if you're curious about that. Beth Ann just sent me a link on Twitter that I have yet to read through, but it's not Howard Hughes. Howie Hughes, is that his name? The author who did Wool and that series. And it's about, I can't remember what it's about, author inspiration or, oh, it's about writing from different perspectives from your own. I'm so impressed with myself that I remembered that. Some tweet that I put on my to-read list, still in there. Okay, my ready access memory is really quite stunning, y'all. It lasts for about a week and then it's gone. But while it's there, it's good. So, Hugh Howey, thank you. I was close. I said Huey. I don't know what I said. Anyway, Hugh Howey, yes, the author of Wool. That would have identified him to people who know him. So thank you. Yeah, so looking forward to that because that's always a great topic. I was just on the premiere and Amy was chatting with me and we were talking about the interview between two mystery writers who were intelligence officers. So there's all these like author tube rabbit holes to fall down into basically. And Beth Ann just gave me another one. So thank you. Yes, but I will have to wait until after tomorrow to get to it. He writes a conversation he had with Shonda Rhimes. Oh, cool. I've listened to, I think, one long form interview with Shonda Rhimes that was really good. It was about the time when she had just come out with How They See Us, When They See Us, which I watched on Netflix, and it was really impressive. So I'm very excited about that. Cool. Very, very cool. Yes. So what else? We've got Sunday's panel coming up. We've got June. Okay, so let me do my due diligence here. We had our May chat with Katya, which is a ostensibly Patreon book chat, but since there's only a few in that category, I'm making it public for the first few months. And that was really fun. Next month for June, we alternate a book chat and a book club. So for June, our Patreon book club pick is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. And what was weird about this is that I had two books called Dark Matter. One was Blake Crouch, which is a few years old, and it's like I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I picked up this book a while ago. Is it dystopian? Is it sci-fi? Is it time travel? I don't know. It's somewhere in there. And I realized that when I put Dark Matter in my head, something else came up. And so I looked at my shelves and I had a historical fiction that was the 17th century. Is that when Newton was alive? It was about Newton and his contemporaries and some like dark plot about the science community and people making discoveries and stuff. And so, yeah, I let that one go and went with one instead. We'll see. That was a good choice. But yeah, Blake Crouch, everyone I've seen it review it on BookTube has said great things about it. So I'm very, I should keep my expectations low, but my standards high. That's the mantra. So yeah, so I'm excited about that, June 20th. And as we get closer, I'll send out the Zoom link to the people who are participating. So yay. That's also Father's Day. So I was a little nervous about trying to like work around people's commitments and whatnot, but yeah, hopefully that works for everyone. And it's also Elizabeth Mitchell's birthday, so I'll be down in California, unfortunately, again. But yes, looking forward to finishing May strong. I've got another week, and I'm hoping to get through one book and two halves that I'm sort of finishing up, and then start on my June list. So. Yay. Let's see, what else do I have to impart to you all? I don't have anything in the chat that I can see. It's always an experiment because I'm trying this like premiere with live thing and thinking it might help, but not this week. It's only Beth Ann, and the premiere was only Amy, so who knows? It's nice to see you guys, and I'm glad Beth Ann was here for the drawing that picked her, which is You're out of the running for the next 6 months at least, so you'll get to see someone new in June if you're around for that. But it's Friday. It's Friday Live that I normally will do the drawings, and so I am hoping that if you're not doing moving stuff, that at least you'll be out doing field stuff, because in the summer I would think that's one of the perks of being a field scientist. I have another friend from high school who's actually a field botanist. I'm not sure if that's her exact title, but she spends a lot of time roaming around the county and the region in California looking for plants to identify. I think it's for like when people are developing and they need to know if there's endangered species, or knowing the prevalence of a certain varietal in the state, that kind of thing. And so I often like imagine what her life is like. I think it's like half paperwork and half like roaming around in your car looking for places. So I imagine like there's a high kind of like firefighters, like you're either in it or you're like bored to tears kind of thing. It's an interesting kind of job setup. Yeah. Yay! Real deal, real science. Definitely fun, but not really what I should be spending my time on. Oh, well. Yeah. Well, as I said, I've been out in the field to try to identify plants and work on my, plant ID skills from that Botany in a Day book. It's very slowly rising. I find myself handicapped by my own high school biology experience, and really that shouldn't be a crutch that I lean on forever, but yeah, it's put me way behind in terms of anatomy, in terms of botany, all these things that I now have an interest in and now have a vested interest and stake in. So catching up slowly. Yeah, I think that's about it. Did I promise anything else? No dramatic reading for May yet. So if anyone has ideas watching this later, dramatic readings for next Friday, everyone's probably going to be out driving on Friday for Memorial Day, aren't they? That's okay. Maybe I'll do a dramatic reading for people later from one of the Asian Readathon books. I think that might be fun. Or we'll see. Maybe it'll be author related because it's like my other AuthorTube content. Or an editing update because I'm actually getting some editing done. Where's that accountability group when you need it? All right, well, the other thing I'm doing on Sunday is a productivity sprint. So speaking of accountability group, I mean, I'm going to be fresh off of a author panel and fresh off of a long drive. So I don't know how, lively I will be, but I will do my darndest, and I will try to carve out some small bite-sized, like 20-minute sprint size tasks to do, because that worked really well last time. On Steph's channel, I was like right into it. On the one before that, when we were on excuse me, when we were on, I'm just blanking on his name. And his name is his channel name too, so there's no excuse. Okay. Anyway, these productivity sprints are really good for bite-sized tasks. So if you find yourself on a Sunday afternoon or evening, depending on your time zone, trying to focus to get things done, this might be helpful for you. Sandy, there we go. Sandy Golston will be on his channel this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can turn it into a reading sprint too, if you like. So let me grab the link for anybody. Did you send the link or just the graphic? Oh, he sent the link to join as a participant. Okay, hold on. One more second. And they actually just had a really great video up that was about evolving as an author. And he took us over like the arc of his starting as a teen and whatnot. And I thought that was really good. I don't know if I could articulate that. It's kind of a weird thing. Copy. Boom. Productivity sprint. Yes. Meg does have an awesome job. And I'm glad you're excited. And there's a productivity sprint. So to recap, Sunday panel about author artifacts, should be really juicy behind the scenes stuff for these indie authors, will be Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then after that, we'll have a productivity sprint that is 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. And thank you to all the cohorts and people making these things possible, because I love collaborations. And yeah, hope it helps kick our butts into gear on whatever projects we're lagging behind on or disappointing ourselves on. Oh, am I am I speaking out of school here? Anyway, so that is the sum total of what I have to say today. I guess I'm gonna jump back in. What do I still have to do today? Vacuuming and trash and cat stuff and I don't know, packing the car. That's right. I'm going to take my bike and I'm not sure how it's going to fit in the car yet. So we'll see. Okay. This Friday, this is the Friday sign off. I'll be traveling tomorrow and catching up on all y'all's videos on Sunday, blearily before the author panel. So we'll see how it goes, and have a safe weekend, everybody. I will look forward to talking to you all soon. Thanks for watching, and